What is up, everybody? We are here with a preview, and you know it's a special one if it's not a main event, if it's not a pay-per-view card, sorry. And we're going live for a preview show here. We got the UFC Mexico City main card preview. How are we doing? How are we feeling today? I'm excited for this one.
Buenas tardes, buenas noches, wherever you're watching. I'm fired up. I wish we were going to this one. I just know that arena is going to be so electric. I might get some dirty looks if I was down there, but if I was with you, I'd probably be aight.
Hey, I'm not so good in with those parts either, man. I don't speak no Spanish.
Hey, if there was a UFC Cabo, we'd be in the front row.
Yeah. Facts on there.
Bro, this is one of those fight nights that's gonna have better fights than a few pay-per-views this year. I can feel it. Just a lot of the names on this card, these are guys that have electric performances. Everybody knows about the Mexican Chin, Mexican brawlers. There's a lot of Mexican fighters on the card. This is the first time we've been back there in almost 5 years. The last time was
what I think about, not to cut you off, sorry. What I think about is when we were there for International Fight Week 290, when Yair fought Volk and Moreno fought Pantoja, the electricity and the atmosphere in the arena when Moreno and when Yair walked out, imagine that times 1,000 when they're in their home countries.
Yes, like friends and family in the crowd, not just people that have the money or a lot of friends and family, and not just people that have the money to travel. Because we were saying it the whole week that UFC International Fight Week was a Mexican takeover. They were louder, more representative, more Mexican flags than anyone else there. So I am pumped up for this one, and we haven't been there in 5 years. The last time was a letdown too because Yair and freaking Jeremy Stevens were on the main event that ended 15 seconds in with the eye poke, and on top of that, Alexa Grasso lost to Carla Esparza, and Brandon Moreno and Amir Albazi's fight ended in a tie or a draw. So they're going to be hungry for some good fights this time around, and I believe that this is going to happen.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it. We have an electric main card. The first fight we're going to break down is one of my favorite female fighters, Yasmin Howergy versus Sam Hughes in the strawweight division. Yasmin 10-1, coming off a recent loss. International Fight Week, we were there. I think we were walking in the arena. We might have been a little late. We were a little hungover. But anyway, we were near the vicinity. But yeah, I mean, before this, she was on her way up. A lot of knockouts, a lot of finish wins. We've actually seen her twice. Once there, then we first seen her in her debut versus Lucindo in San Diego when we were there. Just a special fighter. Fighting Sam Hughes, just a veteran of the sport. Yasmin, a big favorite here, minus 600, looking to get back on track. You know me, I'm all over Yasmin here. I don't know if she can get the finish. I'm hoping she gets the finish, but I'm also thinking this way, we've talked about this before, is she's such a big favorite. When you have someone that's a 6-1 favorite, you have to look at how do they win, and she wins by finishing. So if they're saying she's that big a favorite, she's going to win, I'll take my chances to finish it.
I like that. What are the odds for Yasmin under? I was looking at that earlier. They were juicier than I thought they'd be. Let me see. Yeah, Yasmin by KO for plus 200 on my book.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely sprinkling that one in. And let's be honest, they're giving Yasmin a little get-right fight here. So she's got to go out there, have a stellar performance, especially in front of her home crowd. Maybe she'll be better than she was in San Diego, because in Vegas, we were farther away from Mexico. We were pretty close in San Diego, and she had a great performance, and now she's on home turf. So maybe this will be the best version of Yasmin we've seen.
That fight she had in San Diego versus Lucinda was insane. One of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah. Can't say I saw it, but we don't need to talk about that anymore.
But just special. She puts on special performances, so I'm hoping she can get the main card started right in her home country with a big time performance there.
Yeah, she's a performer. She's one of the most exciting girl fighters on the roster, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. Our next fight, we have the kid, Rojas Jr. versus Ricky Tesarios. We all know Ricky Tesarios, Raw Rojas, 19 years old. Ricky Tesarios came from Tough. Electric fighter as well. I like this matchup here. Two exciting guys. Obviously, Raw Rojas exciting for his reasons, but Ricky's pretty exciting as well.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a battle. This is a weird fight. I don't know where to stand on this. We talked about this before we got on air. I'm kind of staying away from this one. I don't know what I like. I don't like the price for Rojas, but I also don't know if I'd lay money because I don't think Ricky's going to win. So it's weird for me. As far as the matchup goes, I like Ricky on the ground a little bit. Pause. So I don't know if Rojas can kind of take his back and backpack him. So if that's the case, I don't know how he has success. He is coming off a knockout win, but I don't know. I mean, Ricky's kind of hard to hit. So I'm really interested in this one. This is a real good stylistic matchup here.
Yeah, we're going to learn a lot about Raul Rosas and where he stacks up in this bantamweight division. When he had that loss 2 fights ago, he just looked like he wasn't quite prepared yet. He kind of went balls to the wall in the beginning and then ran out of energy. So I expect to see a more composed, a smarter Raul Rosas this time out, but I'm not minus 235 confident in the guy. If I'm feeling some type of way, there's a chance I sprinkle on Ricky because I do like this matchup for him. He's a guy that loves going to deep waters. He's very durable, and we've seen Raul fade later in the fights when it's gotten there.
Yeah, so, I think the later this fight goes, you look toward Ricky and winning this one.
I agree. I've got to play Ricky's not legendary interview, but all the MMA fans know it's just a feel good one.
You watching right now on the TV, you know what I'm saying? And all I say to you is I hope you chase those dreams with a burning desire. With a burning desire, and through all the fire, and through all the flame, and through all the pain, I hope that you find happiness deep in your heart. I wish nothing but prosperity and abundance in your life.
Talk to us, Ricky.
Yeah. This matchup really gets me excited. I like, dude, this whole main card, these last 5 fights are really exciting. I can't wait to lock in on these ones.
Electric.
Yeah, really, really electric. This next fight, third fight from the top. We mentioned the Yasmin Jauregui and Lucindo fight in San Diego, and this one really gives me that same exact vibe. 2 really young fighters. Mm-hmm. 1 14-1, 1 12-1, both electric, both finishers. This right here is going to be the fight of the night. I have no doubt about it. Daniel Zellhuber versus Francisco Prado. Francisco Prado, 21 years old. Daniel Zellhuber, 24. 2 young guys. And kind of like how we talked about the Yasmin and Lucindo fight, not to keep referencing that, but whatever happens in this fight, these 2 are going to meet again somewhere down the line. I really believe these 2 fighters are really good special fighters in this new lightweight division, the way the lightweight division is going. So, the lightweight division is really old up top. So we need some young guys, and I think these 2 can really get done. This is going to be an exciting fight, and I cannot wait for this fight.
Yeah, man. Prado, 12-1, 6 finishes by knockout, 6 by submission. And it just blows my mind that he's 2 years younger than us, stepping in the octagon. And neither of these guys are even the youngest fighter on the card. And Zellhuber is a tall lightweight. He's 6'1". Yeah, and he has an 8-inch reach advantage. 8-inch reach advantage is insane right here. But when Zellhuber lost his UFC debut, the guy also had a big reach disadvantage, and he was able to get inside. Zellhuber kind of waits for his shots, sometimes likes to play it more technical, where Prado is just balls to the wall, wants to knock you out with power punches. And Prado is a I got plus 220, I believe. Let me double check currently. The line draw is moving.
Zellhuber's minus 275. I don't think either of these guys can finish either. I truly think it's going to be a classic fight of the night 3-round war. I'm all over the over 2.5 rounds on this one.
You got minus 115 for that. It's right even at 2.5 rounds. So whatever you're feeling over under that, you can get minus 115 for it.
Yeah,
dude, this card it's UFC Orlando vibes for me. Like every single fight's going to be electric, and the crowd's going to be louder than half of the pay-per-views at least. I think this will be better than UFC 301 in Brazil, and I think it will definitely be better than the last 2 candidate cards, probably combined. If you took the best 6 fights from both of those, I think this one would beat it. Not big names,
Yeah,
but they're going to make names for themselves on this card.
yeah, definitely. I think a lot of people are gonna be like, "Why is this fight before Rosas? Why is this fight the third fight such a good?" But you're gonna find out why. And this is a really, this is literally one of my favorite fights on the card.
Yeah. This stands out on a great card. And so does the next fight. We've got 2 rematches for the co-main and main event, but they're both, or at least this one was a weird situation. We've got Yair El Pantera Rodriguez going up against Brian T. City Ortega. Ortega's last fight was against Yair. It was in July of 2022, and Ortega suffered a dislocated shoulder.
That was a live fight night. I want to say it was in New Jersey or like in the Hamptons somewhere.
Yeah, where was it? It might have been Atlantic City.
No.
Or was it New York?
No, it was like
I think it was upstate New York. Or like somewhere in New York that wasn't New York City, but I could be wrong.
It was in Elmont, New York.
Okay, yeah. I remember that was a good card though.
Yeah,
it was really early in the morning, right?
During the day. It was during the day.
Yeah, it was one of those wake up at 8 a.m. and you got your early prelims cooked up already.
Yeah. I like those in the summer. We need to get one of those. You know what I want this coming year? If it falls right, I mean, I doubt it will because I don't think it falls right, but like a 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. 4th of July card, a little day fade.
Ooh! I remember Sugar and Eddie Wineland was on the 4th of July. It was a little later in the day. Amanda Nunez was the main event, maybe against Jessica I, but that one was later in the day, so I was so faded by the time it happened. But that was when I fell in love with the Sugar Show. Can't even lie. Pause.
Yeah.
As a fighter.
Either way, man, what a great matchup we got here. So, I mean, kind of going into this, when I went to study this fight, I was kind of thinking in my head, like, damn, like, Yair's just younger, Brian's old, but they're only 1 year apart.
Mm-hmm. Brian's career's just like been old lately,
the
way it's been going.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of all over Yair here. I think he's just, like you said, he's on the way up other than his loss to Volk. As compared to Brian, he's just had a long career. I just think I'm all over Yair here. I think he's just better at this stage in their careers, this moment. I think he's the better fighter.
Yeah, and in that first fight, Yair was piecing Ortega up on the feet. Ortega is deadly from at any second, though. If he pulls guard or does some backpack submission maneuver, he can always submit you at any moment. We saw it with Volkanovski. And I was doing a little MMA math. I don't think it really matters here because Ortega has been off for more than a year. But Yair had the better performance against Max out of the two, but Ortega had the better performance against Volk. So that part kind of evens out to me. I'm all over Yair here, though. I thought the odds would be farther apart than they are. We've got Yair at -150, so I'm going to take that money line.
Yeah, I'm all over Yair too. Hopefully the Mexicans can go 2-0 here with the co-main and main event of the evening. Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Raw Dog Roydell. Brandon Moreno's first fight since losing his title. First non-title fight for Brandon in fucking what? Since 2020.
Damn.
His last non-title fight was Brandon Roydell.
That's some flyweight shit right there.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously their second matchup, he defeated Brandon Roydell by knockout in the first round last meetup. That was 4 years ago, obviously different fighters. I just think, I don't know. I don't know what to think here. It's not a thing where kind of like a Taporia Volk, I don't think, because Moreno's still younger than Roydell.
Yeah, that's what it was getting me.
Yeah, so I'm kind of just all over Moreno here. Obviously, I never lay -300, but I think Moreno gets it done. I don't think he finishes him as early as he did, but I do think he can somehow, some way find a finish, and I don't think he's losing in his home country.
Yeah, I just don't really see where Royval is better than Moreno. I think Moreno's a better boxer. I think he's a better wrestler. I think he has better submission game. Royval's taller. I guess,
Yeah.
by a little bit. No, Moreno has the reach advantage. But yeah, I'm all over Moreno here in front of his home crowd, firing him up. Dude, but this one, it's such a weird fight situationally because both of these fighters are coming off of losses to Pantoja, but then it's kind of a title eliminator in a way. I know it was
Yeah.
supposed to be Moreno versus Albazi, but then Albazi had to pull out, so that's why Rova's here. So I was thinking, does the winner of this fight Albazi for a title eliminator, and then Pantoja just has to wait a really long time?
Yeah, I don't know what the flyweights, man. It's weird. I think as long as, I mean, I don't know. I think Moreno's a big name, so as long as Moreno keeps winning and Moreno keeps getting a shot, I would imagine.
What would that be? Moreno Pantoja 4-3-0 Pantoja going into that one?
Yeah, I mean, Moreno's gonna have, hypothetically speaking, he can have 2-4 fights, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 8 fights against 2 guys.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's not fun.
Yeah. What is the history of the flyweight division? Do they just scrap it?
No, I'm telling you, I think Tatsuro Taira is going to make a run up in that division and shake things up. He's young. He's good. I think he's going to give these guys some problems. And Kai Kara France didn't work out quite as well as we thought he would, but he's still around.
Yeah.
Hopefully more and more guys start coming up. I think MMA and the UFC is only getting more popular. That Demetrius Johnson, Ben Askren trade has to be one of the worst trades in sports history, not even just the UFC or MMA.
Yeah.
It's up there with I don't know. I was trying to think of a bad sports one, but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah. I mean, he for sure would have still been dominating as he still was dominating one. But I mean, I like Moreno, man. Moreno's good for sport. Moreno's a big name. Pantoja's obviously good. I mean, Moreno Figgy fights held the division together for so long.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of finding the new blood. But I think Moreno's Moreno, man. He's such a big name. We've been there when he's been announced. It's just crazy. He has a whole country on his back. So yeah, I mean, I don't even necessarily think it's about and a lot of times it's not about not having enough people. It's just like for the girls division, it's not about that. It's not like they're not good or they're bad. It's just there's no big names.
Mm-hmm.
Flyweight will always be fine because of Moreno. As long as Moreno's there, they're fine because Moreno's such a big name. That's what it is. It's more about having the big names in these divisions that are what get it going. So yeah, I hope he wins. I love seeing Moreno fight for the title. I love seeing Moreno fight in general. So
me too. And then I'll love making some money on Pantoja again when he fights Moreno.
Speaking of making some money, let's go with the bets. Maybe coming off a heater this past week. Here we go.
Wait, don't tell me. No, I got him on here.
All right.
It might take me a second. If you want to start reading them off. God damn it. This is we're lagging. What
Are we good?
I almost got him. Yeah, my bad. I'm a fucking idiot. What the fuck? All right, 2 seconds. My bad.
Live TV for you folks.
Yep, facts. Raw and unfiltered for all 0 of you guys. I expect to see a lot of green here. And
hey, man, hopefully we stay on track. Here we go. We're going to start with the main card, Yasmin and Hughes, under 2.5 plus 160. We're hoping for a finish by Yasmin. Hey, but if somehow, some way Hughes upsets her and gets a finish, even better for us. We're going to go 40 to win 64. I also like that you mentioned Yasmin by knockout plus 200, but this kind of just gives us a little insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Then I talked about Prado and Zahibir being the fight of the night. I think it's an absolute war for 3 rounds. So I'm going to go over 2.5 there, minus 130, 40 to win 30. As we talked about, I am all over Yair here, minus 145. We're going to go 73 to win 50. And then we're going to go Moreno inside the distance, plus 130, 35 to win 45. I think he somehow, some way finds a finish with the home crowd there. And then our parlay, plus 358. Moreno to win, Torres to win, Dos Santos to win, Yair to win. Big juice here, plus 358, 50 to win 179. All the others lose, and the parlay hits. We have action.
Come on, I need to start riding your bets instead of putting my own out there.
Hey, one good week.
I've got to do the right thing to the people though. Keep putting my bets out there so they could fade them. Just in case.
Facts. Hey,
this week though, I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. I'm not betting against any of those bets up there. And yeah, the more I think about Prado Zellhuber, I was thinking early finish because they're both going to be going so hard, but they also just both have great chins because they're young bucks. And I could see him going balls to the wall in the first 2 minutes, like both landing huge shots and then getting tired for a little bit, like just having a war, but being too tired to knock each other out.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting card, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I like that one. We also got Bellator versus PFL champions fighting each other this weekend. I'm honestly not too concerned about it, but I know that whoever wins the heavyweight fights or whoever wins the heavyweight belt gets to fight Francis. So I'll be tuning into that whenever that happens.
Yeah,
bro. Shouts Francis, man. Has a boxing match scheduled with Anthony Joshua. He's going to get to crush a can in MMA, whoever wins that one. Not like they're cans, but compared to who he would have been fighting in the UFC. And he's going to make more money doing it. And he could probably retire after that and be set.
Yeah.
He definitely did not. We thought he was making a mistake in the moment, but he came out the right side. He got what he wanted. We said if he got Tyson Fury, he was going to be good. And not only did he get Fury, he beat him.
Yeah. It's going to be a great weekend, man. Can't wait. I'm excited. Let's go.
Let's go. And next week is going to be even greater, UFC 299. Have you even seen the hate for Sugar Sean?
Why?
Lots of it, bro. All over. Because Marab, everyone's saying, oh, Marab runs through Sugar. He's calling out Topuria just because he's scared of Marab. And then Sugar had to go out and say, all right, I'll knock Marab out too. If that's what y'all want to see, then I'll go fight Topuria. People just don't want him to be as good as he is, but we know that he is.
Got to take care of the job first. The job at the task at hand.
Yeah, I can't be looking ahead. We know this sport.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right, everybody have a good weekend. Thank you, brother. Hope you enjoy the heights. Stay safe.
Thank you.